Finding the right talent for the food and beverage industry just got easier. A new job portal has been launched, listing over 1,000 positions tailored to the food services sector. It aims to recruit more Singaporeans into the workforce by better matching preferences of job seekers to company needs.
Spending long hours on their feet in a hot space while rushing to satiate a hungry crowd. These working conditions are some reasons why F&B operators say they find it hard to attract and retain local talent.
In our rapidly evolving industry, one key challenge has always been to effectively reach out to job seekers, especially in culinary operations. So whilst there are many job portals available, they often lack an industry focus.
A new portal called Fab Jobs aims to solve this, allowing prospective employees to filter available positions via location and full or part-time work. Applicants will also see offered salaries upfront. The portal hopes to resolve manpower shortage in the sector while helping job seekers find their preferred type of work.
Fab Jobs is also designed to attract greater workforce participation from our latent job seekers. For instance, it has specific features for stay-at-home mothers. So the portal aims to reduce the barriers that these job seekers will face in re-entering the workforce.
For large brand names like McDonald's, it's hoping that the job portal will allow them to share more about what they can offer job seekers and clear any misinformation.
In the past, they all think, oh, if I join as a manager, I'm still flipping burgers. Not necessarily true. We have all the training programs and development programs. They really make sure that as you join a company like ours, you're learning life skills, you're learning management skills.
A step-by-step guide for food services companies to structure internships has also been released. Developed by industry partners and various institutes of higher learning, it aims to develop a pipeline of young talent to take on future roles in the F&B sector.
Let's get more on this from Benjamin Boh. He's Vice President of Restaurant Association of Singapore. As we just saw, also the Managing Director at McDonald's Singapore. Now, your contribution to that report, because the way I saw it was two ways. So it tells job seekers where to look for jobs. And your point of view is it also tells job seekers what the job can offer. So it also tells employers where they might be able to find employees. Explain how this might work in more concrete, specific terms using this portal.
Thanks for the question, Abiso, and good evening. Now, the jobs portal, if you take a step back, was all designed based on the context that employees might be interested in the F&B industry. And that's, of course, very warmly welcomed by all of us. But they might not know what kind of jobs they want, or they might not know what kind of jobs the employers are giving out. They're also very keen to understand what are employers like. What's the company culture? What are their unique value propositions that you want to drive as an employer and employee? Now, if you look at most of the job portals out there, because they have every single job from every single industry, you really can't dissect that to that kind of level of detail. Employees want that detail. So with that, the jobs portal was created by RES in partnership with Fastco, because the RES is made up of people who own and operate F&B businesses. Fastco is the jobs portal expert. So together with all the expertise and common knowledge of what employees want, but also what employers want, we built this portal to be more customized to what employees can find, but also what employers can market to the potential employee.
But you know, one thing I keep hearing that employers are looking for adaptable employees, and that includes, for example, this workplace. My job description when I joined is nothing like what I'm doing now. And I take it that will be the same for your industry as well. So whatever you say, for example, in McDonald's, this job offers as a manager right now, that will change when you come into the job. Does a portal like this address genuine concerns in a way that is sustainable and convincing, so that people think, yeah, this portal is in fact useful?
Yes, and the fact that the portal is customized to our industry, it means it can evolve very quickly. And because we are very cognizant that, like you say, the jobs change, technology changes, it changes the job, it changes the work scope. Whenever we do that, we can put that into the job portal. Whenever we do that, we can market that in the job portal. And whenever that happens, we can change the job description very quickly. In the past, because of the so many job portals out there. It's harder to get all that change in a more real-time basis. One other thing that we're also very mindful of is the job portal is only a portal, but you need technology to make it smarter. So for example...
You mean the technology within the portal?
Within the portal itself. So for example, if as an employer, I want to know when people scroll through my website, or scroll through my website in the portal, where do they check off? Where do they not go ahead? Is it because they saw something, or is it because they saw something that isn't relevant to them? And that kind of information can really help us design the right kind of value proposition, or at least promote the right kind of value proposition that might make more sense to the employee.
The job is the job. You can make your portal as attractive as you like, but when they join up, you have their hard truths and hard realities. And the F&B industry is a very, very tough one anyway. Is there any danger of the portal making the job look easier than it might sound, and therefore you not being able to fill positions that are in themselves very difficult to fill?
You make a good point about how the perception of F&B is it's a tough job, and it is. It's no two ways about that. However, the job is getting smarter. So a lot of our companies are putting in more technology to take out the mundane tasks so that our people can focus on the task that's more valuable. So when we talk about McDonald's, and many other players are doing this, when we look at things like order taking to our employee is one of the most dreaded tasks because it's so stressful. You're taking orders from people again and again. To the employee, to the customer, they also don't think it's very value-adding, especially for a quick service restaurant. So by moving it to the kiosk, for example, or moving it to the app, we're now able to train them to do jobs that are more value-adding, like going as a guest experience leader, as a host outside the restaurant. Now, with that new job scope, I'm able to market that on the jobs portal. That's true. That's a real job right there. But because I'm able to take out the mundane task, I'm not selling something that is not true to the employee. And one thing that we have to be very cognizant of is a jobs portal, employers, you put what you want there. But if you don't deliver on that promise, you can't hire them, you can't retain them.
So actually, who regulates the portal? Who says, for example, even the terminology any portal will use, it's very easy to use full-blown and bombastic type words. What does that mean? So what's synergistic? What's co-creating? What do these things mean? Does anyone manage, who oversees this portal to make sure standards are maintained, that truth is told, that there is accuracy?
For me, if you ask for my opinion, it should be self-policing in a way. It's natural forces. So I'll give you an example. If 10 companies go in there, 5 companies tell the truth. They put what's right, and when you go for the interview, they also tell the truth, and this is what the job entails. This is what you'll see. If you don't believe me, try it out for a week, and if you see that this is nothing like what you signed up for, you're open to leave. The employee or the potential employee will make their own judgment, and they'll decide, hey, this company is just not really telling the truth, and I'm not going to stay very long. But the companies who do tell the truth, they'll stay long. So we can't police it, because once you police it, then it becomes, everyone will say the same thing, it's very standardized. But if you don't police it, but you let the company do the right things.
And the pudding itself, really.
Exactly. Yeah. And companies should, especially now when manpower is short, hiring is not the biggest problem, retaining is actually the biggest problem. Because once you get the person in the door, that person leaves in 5, 10, 30 days. A lot of training has been done, a lot of wastage in terms of cost and time.
So the idea is the portal gives you a more realistic expectation of what you can get, and therefore you are less likely to leave.
Exactly. But it gives you a more, for the employee, for example, we talk about working moms, students. What you want to give them is, for example, I'm a working mom, I live in Bedok. I can only work from 8 to 2 every day because I have to take care of my kids after that. What the portal can do is be very specific in location, the type of job, part-time or full-time. We can even filter down to, in future, the time belts that the employers can hire and employees want. Then at least when they go for the interview, they're not going for something that the employer can't give, neither does the employee want.
So it minimizes gaps in expectation, but it requires people to be able and willing to step up.
Exactly.
Well, thanks so much for coming this evening to share all that with us. Benjamin Boh, Vice President of the Restaurant Association of Singapore and also Managing Director at McDonald's.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you.